Today I'm just going to make a video of a list of all of the reasons why people may possibly hate me. Maybe this is one. Maybe it's because I say things like that and believe it. Now you might be wondering why I'm doing this. The reason is I have been tested throughout my life with exposure to the worst parts of humanity, with exposure to the worst parts of the human condition possible, both internally and the behaviors presented to me from others. And so it caused me the challenge to, do I hate these people? Do I hate myself? Or do I show them love, as I have been called to do from the Father, right? So it's been incredibly difficult. And so I'm giving that gift to you with this exercise. Here's a list of all of the possible reasons why someone could possibly hate me. And then it's up to you to decide. Are you going to? Or are you going to challenge yourself to love this person anyway? So let's begin, right?Maybe it's my love for the color red, right? Maybe it's because I believe in the Second Amendment. Maybe it's because I uphold the whole letter of the supreme law of the land of the United States of America in general. Maybe it's because I'm an American. Maybe it's because I don't identify as a United States citizen. And I know what that means, right? And maybe it's because I have a letter from the Department of Homeland Security who says themselves that I am not a United States citizen, right? Maybe it's because I have a birth certificate from an American territory, like place, okay? Maybe it's because I don't voluntarily allow my subjects, my public servants, to tell me what to do. Maybe it's because I don't identify or behave as a subject and allow people who are less capable of governing to govern my behavior and instead privilege the way it was supposed to be by the Heavenly Father, that I govern myself, right? In accordance with His will. Maybe it's because I believe in the Heavenly Father. Maybe it's because I don't call the Heavenly Father God. Maybe it's because I don't call Jesus Christ the Messiah. Maybe it's because I use the words Yahuwah and Yahusha. Okay, maybe it's because I'm a man. Maybe it's because I believe there are two genders. Maybe it's because I believe there are people who are born with two sets of genitalia. Maybe it's because I believe that the transgender movement was actually originated to look out for and protect those people. And maybe it's because I believe that certain gay men usurped that whole movement for their own purposes of abuse and pleasure. Right? Now, maybe it's because I'm white, but maybe it's because I don't identify as white, right? Maybe it's because I've learned what the commercial terms of driving and operation and motor vehicle mean, and I've told the truth about those things, right? Maybe it's because I stand up for freedom and liberty and justice for all. Maybe it's because I don't actually mean the pagan gods, liberty and justice, but I mean the actual concepts of self-autonomy, self-determination, and the real justice that can exist in a court of law when it is administered by people who have good hearts and sovereign minds. Maybe it's because I believe that all people are indeed created equally and that there should not be a stratified social, socioeconomic pattern. How about this one? Maybe people hate me because I believe that the modern geopolitical state of Israel is a fraud brought on by a mafia operating as a global banking cartel. Maybe it's because I don't use the word global, but instead worldwide. Maybe it's because people don't like me because I do subscribe to flat earth theory, right? Maybe it's because I went to school to be a geologist. Maybe it's because instead of being a teacher and brainwashing children, I chose to do something else. Maybe it's because they can't control me. I think that's maybe a big reason, right? Maybe it's because I can't be brainwashed. Maybe it's because I can't be driven insane like I've told everybody before, right? Maybe it's because I condemn certain practices. Maybe it's because I uphold the First Amendment right to practice whatever religion anybody would like and would so therefore choose. Maybe it is because, though, that I do believe there is one narrow path that is just. Maybe it's because there is only one narrow path that is righteous. Right? Maybe it's because I believe in the word of the Father. Maybe it's because I say and do believe that the Arab world deserves free expression. Right? Maybe it's because I do indeed believe that methamphetamine destroys everything that it comes into contact with, and especially communities. Maybe it's because I'm an award-winning community builder, right? Maybe people don't like me because maybe it's because I uphold the efficacy and the true and real healing power that is brought on by the cannabis plant. Maybe it's because I uphold Genesis 1:29 and believe in all of the seed-bearing plants as a gift to us from the Heavenly Father. Maybe it's because I believe in certain gender roles, right? As men were created to be leaders and women were created to be supporters. But in the same hand, I believe in self-determination and anybody's right to disagree with me and choose the role that they so feel the most comfortable. Okay, maybe it's because I believe in free speech. Maybe it's because I don't think that any man should rule over any other man or woman. Right? Maybe I do. Maybe it's because I read. Maybe it's because I enjoy video games. Maybe it's because I think that having a proper representative in government that looks out for my best interest is a very wise thing. And maybe it's because I speak out against corruption. Maybe it's this particular bone, right? Maybe people don't like that I have that. That is something that I fished out of the Red River in between North Dakota and Minnesota when I was a very young child. Now, you can hear it. This is actually a fossil, okay? This is roughly 8,000 or 9,000 years old. It is a cattle bone that was preserved. Maybe they just don't like that I have that. Okay? Maybe they don't like that I'm hunting. Maybe they don't like that I fish. Maybe they don't like that I eat meat. Right? Maybe they don't like that I eat plants. Maybe they don't like that I believe in the alkaline, body. Maybe they don't like that I believe that cancer is something that can be prevented. Maybe they don't like that I believe that parasites and the lack of oxygen into the cells, it causes the most harm to our bodies than anything else. An acidic environment causing all disease, inflammation causing the majority of disease, mucus buildup causing the most of the disease. Maybe they don't like that I speak out against the very corrupt health care industry. Maybe they don't like that I completely don't believe that there's any care in healthcare these days at all whatsoever. Maybe they don't like that I speak out against organized crime. Maybe they don't like that I believe that the whole of our governance at the moment is compartmentalized secret societies working in collusion to deprive everybody of their life, liberty, and pursuit of happiness. Maybe they don't like that I've seen through the world of commerce and the abuse that it truly is and holds on every man, woman, and child. Right now, maybe they don't like that I can smile through all of this and all of the abuse that they're causing me. And maybe they don't like that I've built a trust and I've made myself outside of the purview of the United States control and court tests. Maybe they don't like that I just continue to speak the truth. Maybe they don't like that I have a camera. Maybe they don't like that I have a roof over my head. Maybe they don't like that I give freely to people in Africa. Maybe they don't like that I help people in general. Maybe they don't like that I give you free information. Maybe they don't like that I don't charge for my services. Right? Maybe they don't like that I help people on calls. Maybe they don't like there's so many things, right? Maybe they don't like what I post. Maybe they don't like that I teach people how to sue people when they are wronged. Maybe they don't like that I am doing all my best to completely render the Bar Association completely null and void. These are reasons why you can hate me. I challenge you to love me instead, and do the same to your neighbor.